Cheerios. Hello everybody. How's everyone? How's life? Blessed. Hashtag blessed. So, in the past, I'd sit there and think, what should I make a video about? But now I'm more like, just get on here and let whatever flow, you know? I'll be like, whatever will best serve the subscribers of this channel, let it flow through me. So I wanted to talk about binge eating, you know, because I think if I hate labels, but if you're empathic or you're a highly sensitive person and you go into crowds, you know, and all that stimulation, and you don't even notice how much of an effect it has on your body, right? But then you get home and you're all drained, and the only thing you can think about is just fucking snacking, right? So you fucking bust out the chips and the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and all that other junk food, right? And as soon as you give into that, it's a fucking vicious cycle, at least in my experience, and I constantly do it. You know, and if I honestly just eat regular food and I don't even eat the sweets, I don't have that fucking chain reaction of binge eating. Like, I fast throughout the day. So, like, when I do eat, I eat a lot, you know? But if I just have to, I don't mind eating a lot. The food choice is what's important to me. So if you're struggling with binge eating and wondering why you keep on going into this vicious cycle, because I am wondering as well, and I've been doing research on it, and it just seems as though, you know, fucking that sugar, it's a fucking drug. That shit, I am coming to terms, it's up here with this shit. It's up there with crack cocaine. It's definitely up there with crack cocaine. Sugar is a drug. And it's up there with crack cocaine. Think about that, right? If you have any experience with crack cocaine, you know that you could just do one line, or you take one hit of the pipe, and next thing you know, you want another hit. There's like this voice in your head, oh, a little bit more, just take a little bit more, and it's constantly in your mind. Like, if you've done cocaine, you know, you do a little bit, and then there's that fucking voice, like, just a little more, and a little more, and it's constantly there. Same with sugar. As soon as you eat sugar, you know, and let's just say you fucking had a bowl of ice cream. You're done with that ice cream. You're already thinking about what the fuck you're gonna eat next. Have you noticed that? Like, pay attention to your mind. When you're binge eating, pay attention. In my experience, I'm not even enjoying the food that I'm eating because I'm focused on what I'm eating next. Do you have that same issue? Where you're eating fucking this tasty ass bowl of ice cream with cookies and candy and everything in there, and it's so enjoyable, but you're fucking focused on your next thing that you're gonna eat. You're like, wow, I also have those fucking ice cream cones in the fridge. I think I'm gonna eat them next. And you're not even enjoying the food that you're eating. And that's the mind. That's us fucking into that body, mind, fucking slavery. That's what that is. And it never ends until you end it, until you're like, you know what? If I eat this, I know it's just gonna be a vicious cycle, and I'm gonna continue doing it. So maybe I just shouldn't fucking do it. And the cool thing about sugar is, don't get me wrong, you'll have your cravings, but you could just ignore them. It's not like a fucking, at least, oh, it all depends. Sometimes them sugar cravings are fucking intense. They just, bam, punch you like, eat me. And then you eat everything. Like, I wish I could tell you how many calories I eat in a day and how much of that comes from sugar. But let's just say at least 5,000 calories and at least 3,500 come from sugar. And that's just a guess. But I'm doing it. And I don't want to. I sit there and I'm like, I'm having the sugar craving. I'm going to give into it. And I am perfectly aware that when I give into this, it's not just going to end with this snack. And it's going to end with me laying in bed feeling fucking guilty, shameful, and fucking just disgusted with myself. But I do it. Why? Why do we do things that we know that aren't good for us? You know? Like, it's so easy. It's just so much, it seems so easy just to give into it than to fight it. And then when we fucking give into it, we're like, oh, fuck it. I already gave into it. I might as well just go in. And then you fucking just keep going and going and going. And then it's an endless cycle of this binge eating. Luckily, I've been doing it for so long that I could, I can maintain a body weight, but it's not even a body weight thing to me. Because I could stay lean, I could stay with a 6-pack, and I could have all that, but I'm still binge eating, and I'm still feeling like shit. So I don't even feel healthy. I might look healthy to an average person, but I don't feel healthy. Not one bit. Not one bit. Because I'm feeding myself all this bullshit. But it's all good. Because we have to go through these cycles to become aware of them, Just me being aware that I'm making these decisions that I don't really want to make. I'm going to eventually... It's just going to change. It happens. That's how my changes happen. That's how a lot of people's changes happen, is just the awareness of you doing it. And then just telling yourself, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I know this is a program that I'm running off of, and I'm giving into this program. That's what I'm doing. And I don't want to. And I'm aware that I don't want to, and I'm working towards becoming stronger than the program. And that simple awareness eventually will shift into you just not making it, where you're just like, you know what, it ain't fucking worth it no more. I already know I can only do the same thing over and over again and expect it to work out. So maybe this will help you. And this is what I did yesterday. And I'm going to get into a new topic. But if you like sour stuff, like pickles and like olives and things along that line, right? Start eating, like if you fast, break your fast with some pickles, right? Or some olives, something sour, something fermented, helps with your gut bacteria. And then when you're done eating, whether you finish your eating with, like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat my dessert, and after you eat your dessert, then have a few more pickles and a few more olives to get that sour taste in your mouth and in your stomach, because it will remove that sweet taste in your mouth. Because as long as that lingers around, you're gonna crave that fucking sugar. So you gotta fucking either brush your teeth, which I wouldn't even recommend, because that's sweet as well. Like, I don't brush my teeth with toothpaste anymore. I use apple cider vinegar and sometimes baking soda and charcoal and shit like that, but for the most part it's just apple cider vinegar and diluted water, and then just, that's how you end your meals. Like, I notice, like, if I end my meals with something fermented, it takes away that sugar craving. That's just some advice. If you're that's big. Like, people don't understand. Like, that's fucking big. That's an addiction. It's an addiction. That sugar shit's an addiction. Up there with crack cocaine. The only difference is is you can buy it out your fucking store and it's acceptable by society. But I've seen documentaries where a woman would fucking, she was a stripper and she would fucking sell her ass so she could fucking go buy her junk food. And she would buy like hundreds of dollars worth of junk food and she would fucking binge on it, and then she would throw it up and do it all over again. And she would fucking just, the whole reason why she was stripping was so she could afford her food addiction. And that's what I'm saying, like, addiction comes in many forms, you know? And what we accept, we could sit there and be in denial of our addictions because society accepts them. Oh, it's okay that I drink liquor because society says it's okay. And if I want to go have a good time, I need to go have some drinks. Or I could eat as much junk food as I want because it's legal and you could buy it out the store and it's acceptable and it doesn't matter. You know? Like, for example, yesterday, I went to the store and I bought all this shit. All this junk. I ate it all. Just to leave again at night to go get some more ice cream. That's not an addiction? Get the fuck out of here. That's like you fucking drinking, you buying a 12 pack for the night and you finishing it before the night's end and you're like, fuck, I need another 6 pack. Same shit. It's the same shit. Let's not bullshit ourselves, you know what I mean? We send a fucking lie to ourselves. There's no more lying to ourselves. We have to be real. Like, if you're fucking eating, and while you're eating, having this negative vibration, like, man, I shouldn't be eating this, that's your body telling you. And don't get down on yourself any more than you are. Just become aware of it. Say, I'm aware of it. Regardless if I choose to stop it right now, I'm aware of it. And I'm working towards correcting it. And that's it. No fucking getting down on yourself and being like, oh man, I'm a piece of shit. I can't even fucking control. If I can't even control the food I put in my body, then how could I control anything else, you know? Don't get down on yourself. It's all good. There's no accidents, that's for sure. And if it's coming up, it needs to be addressed, right? That's all it is. Just be thankful for it. Be like, okay, anything that shows up right now, it's a lesson to be learned. In a perfect world, as soon as we acknowledge it, we'd fix it, right? As soon as we acknowledge it, we'd fix it. But we don't live in a perfect world. And sometimes things take time, you know? You didn't just start fucking, you know? There's a progression to things, you know? Habits just aren't formed doing them one time. So what makes you think that they're just going to be released just denying them one time? No, it's a constantly denial. You know, I don't even know. I'm just going to put this video out there. And just whatever, you know. Like, I had a sudden thought, like, this video is weak as fuck. It's weak. But maybe it's not. Maybe that's just my ego, you know. I think people need to hear about this to know that they're not alone. That there's, like, I was doing research yesterday and they say like 3 million or something. I don't know if that was just I think that was just in the United States. 3 million people suffer from fucking binge eating. It's a serious thing. It ain't no different than fucking anorexia or bulimia, or there's actually another one. It's like anthrorexia or something. And what that is it's you fucking won't put anything in your body that you don't think is healthy. And it actually becomes a sickness where your body is deprived of certain nutrients because you will only eat certain things that you feel are healthy to you. So like, people don't understand that, like, either way you go, you could fucking fall into that trap. Like, if you go health nut, you can go overboard with it, and it can control your life. And you can fucking make yourself sick by just thinking you're doing something that's beneficial to your body, but you're just too over controlling with it. And the same thing goes for the other end of that spectrum. You could just poor quality of food, overconsumption, and all that other shit. You got to find that medium in between. Same thing with working out. You can fucking go to the gym. You could go there fucking 7 days a week, twice a day, and just let it consume your life. You can't even have a fucking productive life because you're sitting there saying, oh, it's just day, you know? So be aware, like, find your balance, you know? Find your balance, because, you know, you could be over the top when it comes to health, or you could be fucking lacking. You got to find that medium in between. That's what I'm working on. Because just know, you are what you eat, you know? Every 7 years, your body regenerates. And depending on what you've been eating in them 7 years is depending on what the fuck your body is made of. I could not even imagine what my body is made of right now. You know, they say, oh, you know, your liver regenerates every year, you know, your skin every this, and your brain every that. Like, your whole body is rebuilding as we speak. It's breaking down and rebuilding. What are you rebuilding your body with, you know? And I say this, but I'll still make a dumbass decision to go fucking eat some ho-hos. But it's gonna change. I feel it. I feel it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You can too. Let's do it together. We'll see.